Some of the things that you've been teaching these kids through the AC Green Foundation are pretty amazing. What have you been teaching those kids?
You know, Jim, what I try and really focus on is it's a character building camp. It's really life skills, okay? Because most camps you go and you get the physical skills, but you really don't bring in the other component as far as the character. You don't really focus on integrity. You don't really focus on, you know, doing things the right way. You know, you do things the fun way, but you don't, and maybe the popular way, but maybe not the right way. Well, just like in basketball, you can develop bad habits, but you do them over and over and over again, it's still a bad habit, you just perfected it. Well, in basketball also, but also in life, you know, if you do those same things, you're just doing bad habits the same way. So I'm working now, and I'm trying to, for the last 20 years, we're working on, hey, let's get back to the basics. Let's get back to saying please. Let's get back to saying thank you. Let's get back to saying, you know what, I don't mind. I'm not afraid to say I love you, Mom. I'm not afraid to say I love you, Dad. You know, just the simple little things, and there's a way you go about showing appreciation and respect. And so I go back and I'm hammering on things that parents are already saying, but it's going in here and coming out of there. And so I'm like, okay, stay just for a second, and hopefully it'll settle down right there. And that's what we try and do. I take the kids out on field trips also, because a lot of the kids, you know, they are from underprivileged background situations, so they're looking for hope. They feel like they're in a hopeless place. They don't know what the next meal might be coming from, or they see the struggle within the family, and they're like, okay, how, you know, I don't want that. I'm tired of gunfire. I'm tired of graffiti around my neighborhood. These are the kind of things I hear consistently. Okay, well, they want to change. They don't know what they're going to use, what method they're going to use to make a change. So I take the kids out. I teach them basketball the first half of the session in a course of a day. The second half, I take them to a business. I take them to some employment. I talk to the manager, the CEO, the GM, and they come out and they speak to these 100 and something kids on this field trip, and they tell them their story. You know, and they say, hey, I was once where you are. And this is where I am, this is how I worked my way, and I didn't give up. And you know what, it took some time, it wasn't easy, but I went to school, I finished school, and they said, you know, if you really want a chance to, even to put an application in here, you have to finish high school. You know, and it doesn't mean you have to go to college or be a college graduate, but you have to finish high school. So don't give up on that. And that's perfect for me, because that's where most of my kids are right now. They don't believe they have a lot of hope, but they see someone that they can recognize and identify, and then they're like, you know what, yeah, maybe I can do it. So someone from a Home Depot, a UPS, you know, Rockwell or Boeing Aerospace now, you see some of these bigger companies, you know, a Chipotle, even a restaurant type place, a Sheraton, a Westin hotel, these types